Morning friends, welcome back to the online classes. Today I am going to start the revision of lesson number 1, A Triumph of Surgery. Lesson number 1 from the Footprint Without Feet book. We will have lesson number 1, A Triumph of Surgery. Now this story we know about Mrs. Pamphray and her dog Tricky. Now, Mrs. Pamphray was a very rich woman, and she used to pamper her dog very much. Now, she was a very rich woman, and her dog Tricky was like a child for her, like a son for her, and that's the reason that she pampered the dog very much. And whatever the dog wanted, she used to give everything, whatever, and she was taken care of just like a son. The dog was having a different room, the dog was having different dresses according to the seasons, the dog was having different dishes to the bowls and plates and everything for the different time, breakfast, another one dinner, another one lunch, for another one, like that many facilities were given to this dog. And this dog was also kind of a greedy. Okay, he was very greedy. Whatever you give, he will eat. Okay, he was not knowing how to control his own hunger. Whatever, and Mrs. Pamphray used to give whatever he liked: the ice creams, the chocolates, the milk, the non-veg, like anything. Even sometimes this wine and brandy and all. Imagine, okay, that type of things were given to this dog. Now, what happened? The dog became very bulgy. He became very fat, and he even could not walk properly because his stomach was touching the ground. First of all, this Tricky was a dog who is very small, in short, in height, and over that bulgy. Now, one day as she was taking her dog out for a walk, Dr. Harriet happened to see them. Okay, he was driving and coming from somewhere, and he happened to see Mrs. Pamphray and the dog Tricky. They were walking. Instead of walking, it could be it could be said that Mrs. Pamphray was pulling the dog. The dog was not at all interested in walking because of his heavy body, and he was gasping for the breath because he could not walk faster, and every time he used to take a break, and Mrs. Pamphray used to pull. So by the time when Harriet saw this Miss Pamphray and Tricky, he came close to Miss Pamphray and stopped, and then Miss Pamphray immediately recognized him and was little frightened that he may start shouting at him because the dog is not yet well. So she just tried to give a good smile. Then when Harriet came, before he could ask anything, Miss Pamphray started telling that I did for a bit, but he seemed to be so weak, I had to relent. So when she saw him, he was so listless, Mr. Harriet. He seemed to have no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition. So she immediately before he could ask, she said that I found him very listless. He was not at all feeling anything to eat. So I found that he lost his interest, he lost his appetite. So I started giving him all these things, these ice creams, whatever you told me to cut the food. But I could not. I felt that he was suffering from malnutrition, that he was not having any food, he was not eating anything. So I was giving him everything. But this happened that he became very ill now. But Mr. Harriet said, okay, what about his exercises? Are you giving him a proper exercise? The exercise what I had told you. Then again she says that yeah, of course in the beginning it was there, but my gardener, he became ill, so there is no more exercise of the ring throwing and all. He is now having this short walks, and that also not so properly. Mr. Harriet warned her, please take care of him. Whatever I have told, please be strict to it. Don't give him extra food, and give him more and more exercise and all those things. And otherwise, he will be in trouble. He said this and went away. Now, as he gone, he found that no, he knew that very soon Miss Pamphre will call her and telling him that Tricky is sick and he is not moving. Within no time, the news came, and Harriet had already decided what to do with the dog. So he immediately went to the house, and Miss Pamphre said, "Come on, doctor, please help him. He is not eating anything. He is simply lying down there and going on vomiting. Whatever is, even if water, what he is drinking, that also is vomiting, and he is not at all moving at all, and is fainting." The doctor understood that he cannot be here. He has to be taken. And Harriet said that I have to take him to the hospital. He has to be hospitalized, otherwise he may not live. Miss Pamphre said that please don't take him to the hospital, otherwise I cannot live. And he just said that I cannot. And he took the poor dog who was lying down there, took in his arms and ran towards the jeep. By the time the whole household, maids, servants, everybody started running up and down to bring the cushions for different cushions for Tricky, then the bowls, then the dresses of different seasons, everything. But Harriet thought of that all these things cannot get in my vehicle, and he just took him. And as he was going, he could see Mrs. Pamphre standing there in tears. When they went away, he looked at the dog and patted on his back and said, "Come on, don't worry, you will be all right." He tried, Tricky tried to lift his head, but could not because of the heaviness. Anyhow, he reached to his surgery house. There already some dogs were there. They were running about up and down, playing and all. He reached there with this dog and put him onto the ground. The dogs all came, started sniffing Tricky all around. And when they found that this fellow is not at all interested in them to play, he just ran away. They all ran away. He just stood there. Now, Harriet knew the best medicine for him, what to do with him. He just took him and put him in a different cage. He was just simply lying down there, and for 2 continuous days, he just gave only water. He did not give any food, no medicine, nothing except water. First day, the dog was simply sitting there drinking water. Second day, he somehow started getting up. Okay, till now he was not able, even had enough strength to get up. But now he started getting up, started moving little bit in that small cage. On the second day, by afternoon, he could see, Harriet could see that the dog was interested to come out of the this cage. He opened the cage. The fellow came slowly outside. The other dogs who saw him coming out, they all came running. There was among the dogs, there was a huge dog who came running and dashed him, and he just rolled like a ball towards the ground. Then again they started sniffing and all these things, and started ran away. He was started walking slowly and slowly towards them. By the time it was lunch time, they the servant of the assistant of Harriet had come with the food and all. He put the food in the one single bowl. All the dogs were waiting. The moment the assistant called, all the dogs ran. Now each dog knew that if he did not run, if he did not reach to the food plate, he may not get the food. So they all ran with their own full might and started eating the food. Poor Tricky, he was far behind. He was not able to run. He slowly walked and came. By the time he reached to the bowl, there was nothing. There was just a shining bowl, and still he just went on licking there. Harriet then next day onwards, he kept a separate bowl for Tricky and started giving the food to Tricky, and Tricky also started having it. Meanwhile, Mrs. Pamphre used to call every day and inquired about Tricky, whether how he is, what he is, and everything. And they said that he is improving. Now, Mrs. Pamphre didn't understand exactly what this improvement meant. Okay, she felt that he may be going down. Uses says that he is in the observation, and he is to be taken slowly, improving slowly. So they just went on. Okay, so she felt that he may be still weak, so she started sending first the eggs, tray of eggs. Now the Harriet and his assistant was surprised. "Arey, this is she's sending eggs for the dog." Then they said no need of giving dogs. They started having eggs in the morning, 2 eggs each day in the morning. After some days, she started sending wine for him to improve the blood. So they start having wine before the lunch, and even sometimes while during the lunch, plenty of glasses of wine. But it was too much when they saw that the brandy came, so that the dog may feel hot, he may not feel cold, and he may not shiver. So for that purpose, they sent brandy. So Mr. Harriet was surprised to see that, my God, see this woman, how she is treating this dog. This dog is an animal, and she's treating him like a human being. Giving eggs, wine, and this brandy and all those things, and that is not good for the dog. Too much of this was not good for the dog, so they did not give, they just had themselves. Now Harriet was having a kind of a temptation. He thought of that if she is sending so much of things for the dog, then why we should send? We can tell her that the dog is still not improved, he has to be kept here for another month, then we can enjoy it. So he had that temptation, but he thought of no need of doing this kind of things, let us send her, because she cannot live without the dog. So finally he calls Mrs. Pamphret and says that please you come and collect your dog, he is alright now. And she comes. The moment she keeps the phone, she reaches. By the time he goes and brings the dog, and the dog jumps out of the hands of the Harriet towards the Pamphret and starts kissing her. She was feeling very happy and says to the Harriet that it was a triumph of surgery. It means her dog is now perfectly alright. He is having a nice time. I hope you might have understood. So please learn the question answers properly. Read the chapter as much as you can, at least 3 times you read the chapter, so that you know very well about the characters and their role in the story, because that only will help you in the exams. So please get ready for your exams. Thank you. Have a nice day.